This is a very poorly timed glimpse into my studio with the laundry going, but this is how it is when I'm painting. There's laundry going, there's cats walking by, there's noise from the neighbors, there's music, and all of that is just part of life. And I've learned when I paint, I enjoy being in the noise of life. So enjoy the backdrop of my washing machine as I record these. Hi, I'm Paula Telizyn, and I am a vibrant, expressionistic portrait artist. Sitting here in my studio, I generally do not film in my studio beyond taking photos and videos of the art. So this is a very rare glimpse of me in my getup to paint. I have my multi-focus painting glasses, which give me the chance to see things really close, really large. I've covered my hair because I tend to run my hands through it, and that is a very bad thing when you are a painter. I've got my apron that I'd ordered from a friend in the UK who does incredible art, and I'm wearing painting clothing. So painting clothing are just items that I might have worn while painting. So we're in my studio as I want to talk about the wild within, about my work for the upcoming show with the 51% in Derby in October, and just share a little bit about my thinking. My studio space is a place where I can feel like the creative process just flows. I'm surrounded by previous years of art, favorite pieces or pieces I chose not to sell, and it fosters a chance for me to be creative. It reminds me that I already know how to paint, because sometimes when I'm halfway through, I forget that I know how to paint. There's that moment of panic. It just feels like this creative nest. This isn't my favorite studio. This is a corner of a basement in a house I'm renting. My favorite studio was in a workshop where I had a whole corner and kitchen cupboards that were full of all my art supplies, and I could be as messy as I wanted. That was an amazing space. But this is good enough. This does the trick. The Wild Within is the name that we collectively picked for our show because we wanted to express our wildness as artists, as women who are artists. And the reason for that is we are not going by what's standard for art shows, and we are not following the paths that are typically expected of artists. Make some art, potentially go to school, make some art, go to gallery shows, get representation, flog yourself, and then move on. Instead, we typically sell to our end collector directly and have been doing that for a very long time. It's what I certainly teach my students to do in any courses or mentoring that I run, because I think that galleries, while they've had their place, they are an institution, and it's ridiculous for an artist to have to pay to sell their work at such a huge, huge rate. It's usually 40 to 50% now, which is absolutely insane. So the Wild Within expresses our wildness in not being good anymore. People who are born in female bodies are schooled to be nice. We're schooled to be good. We're schooled to not make a lot of waves. And we are definitely taught not to be wild. Being wild means not following the prescribed path that we're supposed to be on and not doing what's expected of us. And at my age and stage, I'm not willing to do what's expected of me anymore, especially now that we've seen in the last few years how ridiculous and awful the world setup is globally. Our institutions, our governments, the people who are supposed to have our best interests at heart have their pocket linings at heart, their wallets, their bank balances. So being wild, I think, is the only answer to what's been going on in the world. While my art isn't inherently political, everything is political. Everything that we do, that we consume, that we think, that we express is political in some way. And not just in terms of government policies and politics, but just in terms of how we interact with the world and what our social contracts are with each other. It's all political. I'm holding my favorite palette. I bought this years ago at a now closed store called Curry's Art Supplies. It had been around in Canada for over 125 years and was driven into the ground by whoever was the most recent owner. But this is one of my favorite palettes. And I generally leave the paint on, even though it's dry, until it gets to a point where then I need to start peeling it off. I'm really not picky about that kind of thing because I want to see how colors are interacting with each other anyway. There's some neons in here, neon orange, neon pink, neon yellow. There's all sorts of colors that I was mixing for my latest pieces, one of which is behind me right now. And I just have fun. I have fun trying to capture the feeling, the soul of the person that I'm portraying. As a portrait artist, that's a huge, huge privilege and a responsibility because we also have the ability to crush our subjects by portraying them unkindly. And I take that responsibility very seriously. If you get a chance to go to Derby, to our show, which opens October 23rd, 2026 and goes until October 30th, the show opening night is the 23rd, which is a Friday, and it's at Artcore Gallery in Derby. I've been told not to say downtown Derby because that's a North American term, but it's right on the high street in Derby. You're not just going to see a bunch of paintings like I have here, just hanging on a wall, or a bunch of art. We have 4 artists in our collective. So there's Susan Gardner, who's a wildlife painter. She paints the souls of the wildlife that she portrays, and she shares a lot of information about them. There's Fee Marks, who paints the stories and retells the histories and stories of women in her own unique style. There's Jela, Prancic, who tells stories that are very deep and sometimes disturbing and encouraging and wonderful with collage and paint and mixed media. And then there's myself, Paula, and I do the portraits. So my project is called Perception 2026, which is a terrible name. And so probably I'm going to rename it before the show, but the whole point is that how we perceive ourselves and how we want to be perceived and how the world perceives us is affected by the lenses we work through. So I am perceiving people who have sent me their photos and some information about them through my lens, my filter, and reflecting back what I see, which may be very different from what my subjects see. When you come into the show, the gallery's on the 2nd floor above the cafeteria. When you come in, it will be a different experience. We are planning on playing ambient sound. We are going to be playing with light and shadow, making sure obviously that the artworks are very well lit up, but we are also going to make sure that there is a feeling of otherworldliness, wildness, a little bit of fierceness, a little bit of the unexpected happening. It's as much an installation as it is an art show. So you can buy the pieces. There'll be other things for sale. Jela and I will both have our books available to purchase, and there will be the ability to participate and interact. We are still planning an interactive collective community art project that everybody can take part in as well. There'll be a social media area so that you can take photos and post them on social media. And there's going to be other things too, which we are still working out. And this is being done on a shoestring. So this is going to be a really interesting show. It's our tester. It's the one where we need to figure out what we have to change, what works, what didn't, and what the experience is for other people. So there is no charge to participate, no charge to show up. And it's a great couple hours out to get a chance to talk to a group of international feminist artists who are here to shake things up in the art world. If you want to learn more about the show, go to the51percent.com. That's all one word, no numbers. And you can check out our events page with the show information and a map to the gallery as well. And hopefully we'll see you there.